Nobody should be under pressure when it comes to making a decision about the place to live. My emphasis is always about information, especially when a man is going with his entire family. You have to find out about the city, find out about the country, find out about so many things that are necessary to or essential, to the comfort of your family. My name is Tulu Aladesomi and this is Relocating Right on YouTube. I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel so that you can get notifications and all that information that you need. From time to time, you get the opportunity to ask questions, and then you also get the opportunity to have some of those little details that will be most helpful to you on this trip. Let's go on this journey. That's the music coming from that intro, right? It always, puts me in that mode where I want to really dance. Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Tulu Aladesomi is my name. And this is Relocating Right. I'm speaking to you from Nigeria in Africa. So depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. All right. So you're welcome tonight. First of all, let me apologize that we're 30 minutes behind schedule for anyone who's joining live. Some logistic issues, but I'm grateful to God that we finally were able to resolve it thanks to my husband and my amazing sons who helped tonight, right? So thank you all for staying tuned in case you're just joining. And thank you also to my guest. So we're going to be talking about something very important tonight. As you know, Relocating Right is about helping you to settle into your new country. But first of all, it actually even starts with proper plans, okay? So I place a lot of emphasis on proper planning because that's so important, especially where it's with your family. Because if it was just you, you could try out anything. You could experiment with yourself. In fact, even if it's with you and your wife, just newly married, you guys can, still do whatever you like. But the moment, kids come in and you guys have to relocate as a family, then it's really important that you do some due diligence. And that's what Relocating Right is about. And then more so, we also talk about settling in, properly understanding the new culture, the currency, everything that has Nobody should be under pressure when it comes to making a decision about the place to live. My emphasis is always about information, especially when a man is going with his entire family. You have to find out about the city, find out about the country, find out about so many things that are necessary to or essential, to the comfort of your family. My name is Tulu Aladesomi and this is Relocating Right on YouTube. I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel so that you can get notifications and all that information that you need. From time to time, you get the opportunity to ask questions, and then you also get the opportunity to have some of those little details that will be most helpful to you on this trip. Let's go on this journey.
Nobody should be under pressure when it comes to making a decision about the place to live. My emphasis is always about information, especially when a man is going with his entire family. You have to find out about the city, find out about the country, find out about so many things that are necessary to or essential, to the comfort of your family. My name is Tulu Alade Somi, and this is Relocating Right on YouTube. I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel so that you can get notifications and all that information that you need. From time to time, you get the opportunity to ask questions, and then you also get the opportunity to have some of those little details that will be most helpful to you on this trip. Let's go on this journey.
Hello, everyone. Okay, I'm back. It is well tonight with the network, but I'm sure we're going to make it tonight. We will make it because this is one topic that I know that people are looking forward to watching or learning from. So let's go right in. Basically, just do me a favor. If you haven't subscribed, kindly do. All right, please do subscribe and make sure that you like our videos. God bless you. And don't forget to also refer this to other people so they can be blessed by what we're doing here. Now, tonight we're talking about decluttering, and you know how this comes in. Let me not say so much, but I guess I'll start by bringing in my beautiful guest tonight. Let me see you, toast. Where are you? Good evening to you.
Good evening, man.
God bless you. Thank you so much for coming on Relocating Right. I'm so excited to have you. And I can't wait to hear you. And I can't wait for my guests, for my audience to listen to all the beautiful things that you have to say. I mean, you and I were speaking just a few hours ago. I was tripping for you. Seriously, I'm like, what? This babe has become a professor of decluttering. Honestly, anybody who wants to relocate, they have to come and listen to you. And I'm just excited to have you here. All right, you're welcome on board. Yeah. God bless you. All right, I think we should just go right here. Now that this network is behaving, thank God. So tell me, who needs to declutter? Or okay, let's start from this. What exactly is decluttering? I remember telling you that I checked up the word on the dictionary, and and I was amazed that it wasn't quite the way it's being used right now in the Japa sense. Okay, so let me ask you, not the dictionary meaning, but the Japa meaning of declutter.
The Japa meaning. Tell us. The Japa meaning. Thank you, Ma. The Japa meaning of decluttering is basically selling what I have to raise funds.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. I like that. I like that. All right, selling what I have to raise funds. So now, who needs to declutter?
Surprisingly, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to declutter. I always have it's always everybody needs to declutter because whatever you've not used for 6 months in your house, that means you really don't need it. So it's not, we don't need to wait when I'm relocating, when I'm moving to another state or moving to another house before we start looking for that item or trying to pack it together. That's why I say everybody needs to declutter. Just to create space.
Good. Yeah. So if you haven't used something in 6 months, please get rid of it. Somebody needs it. You may want to sell it, you may want to, whatever it is, but instead of just occupying space, you need to get rid of it, right? So that's what it means to declutter. Okay. So now let's go to the people who are relocating right now, because this is Relocating Right, right?
Yes.
So let's talk to them, because I know that those are most of the people on this call right now. Now let's help them. At what point should a person start decluttering? At what point?
6 months. 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months before you take off.
Good.
6 months before
Yeah.
you take off. Because at the end of, once you start the processing and it has clicked, oh, okay, let's say for instance, for UK, you are going for school, and then you obviously know that, okay, if you are not resuming in September, you'll be resuming in January. Then if you are going in for September admission, then you have to start decluttering for March. If it's were to be January, just 6 months before you leave the country, 6 months. That will give you ample time to be able to get your things rightly priced, if I can use that word. Rightly
so you're not
priced.
under pressure.
You are not under pressure
sell
to give away. That's just it.
Oh, nice. Okay, so basically, to relocate right, you need to plan right, which is what I always emphasize. And then that means that in all your thinking, in all your thoughts, in all your plans, don't forget about those things that are in your house right now. Tossing a bit of a digression,
Yes,
maybe still in line. Well, I was thinking about the fact that if you know you're traveling, so for instance, if you're traveling by January, at this time, I don't think you should buy more goods into your house at this time. I think you need to be deliberate about what you're buying now.
Yes. Right. Okay. Thank you for the question. Now, the issue is if you are relocating and then right now you are leaving January, you have to stop any new purchase. In fact, you have to start decluttering by ensuring that you are downsizing. In the sense that downsizing, in the sense that you have alternative. Let me put two items in the same consideration: a freezer and a refrigerator. You have a freezer and you have a refrigerator, and you are planning to move out of the country in 3 or 4 months' time. The best thing you can do right now is choose one. Which one will serve you? Is it the freezer or the refrigerator? Obviously, I will choose the freezer because at least I can put things there for a longer period of time, unless your refrigerator have a big compartment for freezing that much. So basically, we need to start, as in, you don't need to buy more things or acquire more properties except it's an investment, that is land.
Oh, nice. I like that.
But if it has to be upholstery, kitchen appliances, right now you need to start bringing them out of the way and trying to this I can sell, this I can give away, this I can have a good price on it, and all that.
Good. Thank you. So now, what articles should go off first in the entire house? The clothes, the electronics, the kitchen items. How? Which ones?
Okay. Right. Like I rightly said initially, that everybody needs to declutter every six months. Once you are not using for 6 months. So if that process has been taken into consideration, presently you will not need to have issue with this. But in line of your question, Ma, what do you need to declutter first? Yes, your clothes. Really, we can't. There is no ashwebi. You can't carry ashwebi. So right now, right now you have to surprisingly, when you are going, you have to make available room for enough necessity, not clothes. You will get there. Our climate is not the same as theirs, and at the end of the day, all our fancy ashwebi will be practically irrelevant. And at the end of the day, so first thing that needs to go, apart from any other thing, is first thing, clothes. Your children's clothes, your own clothes, there are thrift organization that you can actually line up with, and then you will be surprised that, oh, okay, for this clothes, you can, if it is well used, and then you just get in exchange of cash or other things that you need, and you can easily sell off. Like our mothers normally do those days. If I can say this in Yoruba, I hope I'm permitted.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, it's
I
okay.
want mama onípàrọ̀.
Okay, yeah.
So that they will give you like 5 wrappers, and then they will give you a big bowl or a big drum. Nowadays, they are more sophisticated. They are not giving you bowls again. You tell them, I want a gas cooker, and what they will now do is, okay, you give me this much cloth, and I will give you a table gas cooker. So if you get a table gas cooker for your clothes, then that is an item suitable enough for you to declutter when you are going. So it's not really like you are selling off clothes, but you have a marketable item to sell.
Wow, that's profound. I've never heard that before, but so thank you for saying that. So let me ask you, so how do you put cost on these items?
Okay, costing basically is done as per. One thing I always tell seller is, if it is not tearable, you cannot put a current price on it. You can't tell me, oh, this TV, I bought it 2017, I want to sell it 2022, and right now it is going for 300,000. So therefore, I'm selling it for 280,000. I will tell you the fact that it is not tearable. It is not brand new. I'm not the one removing it from the carton. It is as far, the value has dropped dramatically. You will be surprised. By the time you are putting something up for 280, you will see intending buyers that will come around and tell you, oh, this same thing I'm buying, I want to buy it at 180. Because by the time you value it, people that are relocating need the funds. People who want to buy it all have another option, which is the Tokumbo market.
Nice.
So the fact that I am coming to you to buy it off your hand and not go to Tokumbo market to get what I need does not mean that you should now be, quote and unquote, greedy or overthinking on your price. Because basically that's what happens. We overthink on price. We like, oh no, people will still come, and therefore when the price is right, I will now sell. But having in mind that it is not food, it is not really a necessity for some people. If it were to be food, that it's a bag of rice, I need it. Oh, okay. But you can't tell me to come and buy a TV. It might be a bigger TV. I have a smaller TV I'm managing. It's still the same picture I'm looking at.
Okay.
So right, it's still the same picture, but it might just be a different resolution. So basically what I tell seller is, let us be fair in our pricing. Yes, you need money.
Yeah.
However, the buyer also have an alternate market to shop at. So because buyers will come, sellers will come and be saying, oh no, Tosin, this is how much they're selling it on GG. This is the current price now. The current price is not the price. So by the time we are now coming to you've used this you bought it 2017. This is 2022. That means you've used it for good 5 years. However, it might not have any threats whatsoever. And at the end of the day, you want to sell it. You want to sell it 5 years after using. It has served you. Electronics in this age and time depreciates, because in the era, the time where you buy your TV, the time when you buy your TV, there was no smart TV. Now there is smart TV. By the time you are saying, no, it is smart TV and it is edge, people will be selling you, no, I want curve. So it's that. So by the time we are coming in, I always like, okay, buyers and sellers, let us have this right. Let us be reasonable in our pricing. That's why I need you to give yourself ample time. 6 months. Let us start fixing it up. So that you won't have 2 months and then anybody will just come, something you intend sending 280 to look at, oh, with 280, I can change it to either this, it can go for this particular pound or dollars. And by the time you now sell it off, you will be forced to sell it at a very far ridiculous price. Because you don't have time and you won't afford, you can't afford to give it away without at least collecting something.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So that's why you need to plan early to get rid of those things. Now, okay, so let's talk about how people can get customers. So how do you get customers? To sell your things to?
Now,
no, not you. We're talking to these guys, our audience right now. Yeah. So
our audience now.
Help
them.
Okay,
now the thing is
how to get rid of, so how do you sell?
Okay. All right. I plan on relocating. I have friends, I have family friends that we share the same taste.
Yeah.
When I say taste, as in taste in technology, upholstery, kitchen appliances. So by the time people come in and like you know that are you interested in getting this? Oh, I have planned of changing my upholstery. Are you interested in getting this? If you are person, they are your first market, because at least with that, if you have 6 months and you are willing to sell a TV that goes for 400,000 in Nigeria, 1,000 and go. However, there are people that can afford to say, oh, I want to buy a fairly used TV from you, might not readily be able to release that 400,000 at a go. So with 6 months, to their own pickup time.
Okay. Wow. Okay. We lost you for a few seconds. We didn't hear what you said in the last few seconds. Okay.
Oh, okay. What I said was your family and friends are your best first customers, because you share the same tastes with them. And then what you are selling, it goes for 400,000. And with 6 months space to sell. Hello? Okay, with 6 months space to sell, your clients can basically come in, pay in installments, and at the end of the day, they pick it up towards your own departure time, and then you have your money involved.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So how can you have the best offer? So, because I'm thinking sometimes when you have family and friends, it can really be an issue. Tosin, let's be real here. Yes. Sometimes they're expecting that rather than sell it to them, you should actually give it to them. So how do you manage that? I know that's where you come in. That's why I'm excited about this. Yeah.
Yes. That's basically where I come in, because aside from the fact that people want free things, despite the fact that they really don't want to pay for it. And other people also want a situation whereby I don't want people to know that I am the one selling.
They should not know that I'm jackpot you.
I want to codedly jackpot, that kind of a thing. So basically, that's where I come in. I know. That's where I come in. You give me ample time. All sales are directed to me. I am more like the front person. So until payment is done, And when payment is done, buyers have only 48 hours, that is 2 days, to inspect and pick up.
Yeah, I like that.
That is the only time that they might get to know, they might know the area which they are picking up. They might not even necessarily know who, surprisingly. Because if the person is not around, you might just drop the key. Oh, Tosin, I've dropped the key with this person, or this person will allow you in. Just pick the item and go. At least more, I have like 2 or 3 customers, sellers that have done that, are like, that person that wants to buy will be asking for a discount for me. So please, I don't want to interfere. Just come and carry it, and let's,
Okay.
And at the end of the day, people will just abuse that privilege, or they won't get to understand that people that are relocating, they need this fund.
They need money. They need a lot of money.
That we are still here. I can run up and I say, I need urgent 2K. There's nobody to run up there to say I need urgent 2K. That is why they need their money.
Thank you so much. Now, basically to answer that question, the way to get your best offer is not to do it directly. A lot of times, if you do it directly, you may not be able to get the best of it. So you need people, people like Tosin, to help you get the best offer. So how do you know what to give out and what to sell? Tosin, let us help them.
Okay. Now, the big items. What are the big appliances that you can easily? Oh, I have an upholstery. I have a TV. I have a generator. Those ones are ready, as in are so marketable if it has no defect.
Yeah.
However,
that's the caveat.
However, you might be a buoyant person that has 2 freezers, and you are willing to give out 1.
Okay.
Depending on you. But the case is always that now your big appliances are the big sales when it comes to decluttering. Every other thing, by the time you open up your store, you'll be surprised to see your wedding gift of 10, 15 years ago, plates, and then pots that you've not opened, glass cups that you've not opened. Those kind of a thing. You might walk up to a catering service person or a renter person. Oh, I have these cups for sale. It's a gift. It was given to you as a gift. So if you are selling it for a couple of thousand, 5,000, 10,000, depending on how fancy they have, it's not bad. So as little as that 3 sets glass cup, you can sell it. If you are sometimes you are raising funds, though. Remember. So that's just so. By the time you are like, let's have a stock, get a list done, make your list.
Yeah, I like that.
Once you have your list, by the time you have your list, now we now categorize it. There is a way I categorize it. Kitchen appliances. What are my kitchen appliances? My plates, my set of spoons, my cups, my set of knives. Now, my set of pots. I have a non-stick that I have not used the biggest part of it. However, I've used the 2 smaller size. The big one can still go as far as 15,000, 10,000. You'll be surprised how much that fetches now. And by the time you're not saying, because I've not used it and it is not up to 3 sets, let me sell it off. That's one piece of non-stick. Might be a prayer. Somebody is asking God for that. Let me just say somebody that is willing to sell this as a cheaper price because I can't afford to buy the 3 sets. And here you are thinking, oh, I might not have sales for it. You are not the one posting it. You will be surprised what people get to sell. And surprisingly, it is marketable. And you will like, what is this person want to use this for? And by the time an offer came in and then you sell it off, you're like, wow. So what is good, what is not good for me is actually the best for somebody.
Yeah. Interesting. So somehow, as you go through your list, you'll be able to identify those things that you can actually give out and those things that you can actually sell. Yeah, because, well, the Bible says that it's more blessed to give than to receive, right? So you should also be in that space where you're giving, because God will actually bless you for giving as well. Yeah, so I think I need to say that to someone. Yeah, that some of those items are things that you may need to give to people, because it's going to be a seed for you, and your harvest will come when you give the seed. All right. So why do we need help with decluttering? Apart from what we already said about, why do we need, so for the sake of this episode, permit me to call you a declutterer.
No problem, it's allowed.
Yeah, thank you. We have to find a name for this business. We are finding a name for it, because I know you stumbled into it. I don't think you thought about it. I guess people just found you faithful. You're just a person of integrity, and they could trust you. I believe that's how it all started, but
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, well, basically, I'm saying, why do people need to get a declutterer, apart from the fact that it kind of helps them have more coming in for them from those items, because you're like the face of the business, or the face of the items, and they really don't, the buyer does not exactly get to meet the seller. All right. So what else, again, what other benefits do people stand to gain from having a declutterer, if I can put it that way?
I take the stress off you.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
Trust
when
me.
you're selling.
I know that.
You post something online, and you can imagine 20 people asking the same question at different points in time. While you are there thinking of, how am I going to raise enough funds to buy you are searching for tickets that are cheaper, airlines that have a cheaper rate, and then somebody is coming to I is pricing your television of 250 at 50,000. I'm so sure that you as in all of this that we are saying, I'm looking for pricing this. So the first reason why you need a declutterer is we are taking the stress off you.
Yeah, I like that. I really do.
We want you to be focused, and we want you to think right. So in thinking right, first of all, remove that part of me having to answer somebody at 2 a.m. Why show me pictures, send me pictures, and so as
my goodness, and I know how people can be. Hey, I know.
Now you can imagine somebody asking, show me the receipt of the items you are selling. Okay, I will show you the receipts. No problem. I asked the seller, do you have receipts for this? Yes, I do. Sir, this is the receipt. So can we move forward from here? And surprisingly, that example I just said, the buyer ended up buying worth of 400,000 items in that house. Just because of a receipted television.
Wow.
Because the guy was like, no, he cannot pay. I'm like, that is the price. They're like, they just bought it 2 months ago. They're like, no. So show me a receipt of it. And with evidence of payment and proof of such, he picked it up among other things. So it's basically, let me take the stress off you. You don't want to be thinking 2 a.m. telling somebody, mood changes. Somebody is telling me when I'm thinking of other things, why I need to talk, and then you are telling me, or I'm in a meeting, and then somebody is calling you up. I want to see the TV now. Send me the inside of the freezer. I need the inside view of the AC.
Oh boy!
So that's just the most important reason why you need a declutter.
Thank you so much for taking the heat off people. Yes. I need to take this off. Okay, so now so we're still talking about decluttering tonight, and like I said, if you have your questions, you can please ask. Oh, okay. There's a question here. Somebody wants to ask how you make your own profit, but we're coming to that. We're really coming to that. All right. So, how do you manage inspection? To see when the seller doesn't want people coming into their house.
Okay. Pictures.
Yeah.
Pictures.
Oh, yeah.
I leave a digital footprint of every item. The side view, the back view, the front view, the inside view if necessary. And once the seller everything. Once the seller trusts me enough to be able to sell for them, obviously such a seller will allow me to come into their home to take enough pictures. So now, me coming into your home to take pictures, and then at the end of the day, one thing I have always leveraged on is my integrity.
Yeah.
That's what, and it's on the part of the seller and on my own part too. Because I will ask the seller, let's say for instance, a freezer. We know that a freezer is, if it's not compressor issue, it is refilling of gas issue. So this is what we talk about. That also, how long have you been using this? You've been using the freezer for 5 years, and it has not developed any fault, and you've not fixed, you've not refilled the gas. How come? Oh, you should now tell me that in your area you hardly have lights. Oh, okay. However, the case may be. It's surprisingly you might. Yeah, you might have you have such that they don't have a reason to put on their freezer every time because the electricity in their area is nothing to write home about. So so at the end of the day, I leverage on my integrity to my buyers, and I give their word to it. Their order is validated by payment. Once you want to order something or you want to lock down your order or your purchase, full payment is done. Now, there is a caveat to that, ma'am. Upon inspection, if there is any undisclosed defect, maybe after I've taken the picture, something happened to it, and the seller did not deem me fit to inform me that, oh, why they are trying to move the TV, it scraped or something happened, and at the end of the day, I have to now come in after the seller have gotten a full picture of no defect TV, only to come in and meet what's it called, scrapes on the side. We have to you see that I refund the customer the full money, or we talk about a discount upon the defect that is being.
I like that. So that's why I wanted to say now that, so what happens when a buyer needs to return an item that was bought? So imagine that the seller is relocated already, and the buyer discovers that something was actually wrong, maybe like electronics, like your washing machine, and discovers that something was not quite right. What happens at that point?
For every customer that I have dealt with, there's such has not happened. Reason being that,
thank God,
before I post, I will have visited your house. I will have ensured that it is working perfectly. Now, the washing machine you said.
So you're actually there to see them use that item.
To see them use, since you are not allowing people to come in to inspect at will.
Okay, so you have to do that.
I have to do that.
Fair.
So, but most of the time, when buyers are coming to pick up for like the electronics, they always come in with an expert from their own side. So it will bear a cost on my side,
which is better.
Or on the seller's side. So you are coming. I'm not an AC expert, but I have certified that the AC is working perfectly. The remote is functioning.
So the room is cool. And the room was cool enough for you to say, okay, this is good.
Now, surprisingly, the inside unit of most AC is different from the outside units, the brands. Because some has been faulty, and then maybe the inside is appearing to be LG. By the time you get outside, this is now iSense or Panasonic outside unit. So those are the reasons why I have to be there to ensure that, because my integrity is at stake. I don't want to, because of 2,000, somebody will now say, oh no, because at the end, I have to view it. I have to be sure that, I've been there, I've seen it work. So when I'm telling you, this is the only defect, that is the only defect. There is no defect, means there's no defect. So by the time most of them are coming in for like buying or purchase of freezer or something for pickup, they always come with a technical person to assist them in doing it. Yes.
That's the wise thing to do, by the way, if you're listening or if you're watching tonight. Yeah, thank you. So now I wanted to ask this one. So what happens if by the time you travel, or by the time you're traveling and you still have a whole lot of things in your home that you haven't been able to declutter? So what happens? What can you do?
Okay, now one thing I always do, because I've had 2 or 3 cases like that, if it is not their own house, like if they are paying rent on it, what I normally ask them is, when will your rent be due? Will it be due in the next 2 months? Do we still have 2 months to keep it in that place? If the answer is no, what I always advise is, can we rent there is a face me and slap you, a face-to-face apartments.
Those apartments,
yes, 2,000 or 3,000 a month.
Wow, that's so profound, though. Okay.
So what we just do is we move it to such a place while the seller is still in town. I have the key. We have the what's it called? The list of every item that is in there. However, I always say that they should have a family or a relative that will be in the loop with me on it.
That's good.
So if at the end of the day we are not able to sell everything off, I could easily hand over every other thing that is left to it. Now, for people that have their own house, and then maybe they have a security guard or a family friend that can easily come down and open the gates for us when it is time to pick up. Basically, you lock it up. Once it's time, I get in touch with your contact person for pickup, and that is done.
Yeah. That's awesome. So behind the camera, I'm going to be asking you how you came up with that. That's some some wisdom there. So off the camera, we'll get there. So all right, so there's nothing to fear. So even if you travel and you're not able to like sell off all the items, so it means that there's always a way. I love this. This is good. Now, so you have to find. So if you live in Lagos, you have to find a Tosin sugar in Lagos, or can Tosin still work for them if they live outside of Ibadan?
For now, no, ma.
No. So I pray you find a Tosin, like this, who's going to be a person of integrity that you can really trust. Because I mean, I can only imagine that this kind of business requires that quality. Now, so let's talk about the attitude of a seller to buyers. I remember that a few hours ago when we were talking about this, I mean, I remember you saying that sometimes people have come in to check items and sellers have been very funny. You gave your word that they could come at a particular day and at a particular time, but you're not giving or you're telling them, oh, okay, it's not ready, you can come back tomorrow, or maybe next week, oh, we're still using the washing machine, oh, we're still, all of those things. So let's talk about the attitude of sellers to buyers in this case?
Okay. Apart from the first thing, part of the first questions I always ask is it available for immediate pickup?
Yeah. So let's settle that first.
If you are telling me it is not available for immediate pickup, intending buyers, I will have informed them, keep them in loop that, however, you are paying for this to lock down the purchase, but it won't be ready for pickup until 2 weeks' time. Are you okay with this? When they say okay, they are okay with this. Oh, well and good. Now, when it comes down to pickup dates or pickup time, I always advise seller should please make themselves available or leave full instructions to relatives that we are going to meet in their houses that, Tosin is coming to pick this item. Allow her to pick. I've had instances of sellers being rude to buyers on the phone that, I told you to, is it 3:30 is not too late now? I'm coming. Somebody that has been there from 10 minutes to 2 and 3:30, you are saying it's not too late. And with that, what's one thing I just get to do to such sellers is they don't get me to sell for them, because my buyers are my referrals. They are my market. They refer me.
Yeah.
Word of mouth.
It matters how they're treated.
Word of mouth goes a long way. There is no way social media can beat word of mouth. I can post the good side of a freezer, and somebody that view it or bought it and saw it working can say, no, that freezer is like new. It does not even look as a freezer they've used for 5 years, because that person is using it. Once I post something again and that person knows anybody that wants to buy it, he or she will surely refer people to me. Now, let's have that reverse. If the person is being treated rudely by a seller, they will tell such as another person that those sellers are always this and lower kind of people that feels that people are begging them to sell their things. And I for now, my business is still small. I'm not yet.
It's growing.
Yes, it's growing. I'm not yet started, and I don't want I want to be able to okay, I know my sellers. Maintain that's line of discipline, decorum, policies, and keep it in check.
That's great. Okay, so finally from me tonight, I want to ask you, so how do you then, what's the commission like? How do you sell? What's your commission like? I think that somebody was asking that. I want to ask how she makes her own profit. Well, I'm not sure we're supposed to ask that directly, but I think what I would like to ask you is that what's the commission? So for the sake of anybody who wants to have an idea of how to get those items off, how do they do that?
All right. Okay. It's basically you have a range which spread from anything sell between 5,000 to 300,000. I have a specific percentage I take off it. So it ranges from 15 to 7% as the prices goes up or comes down.
Okay, that's good. I like that. Yeah, so somebody is asking, can you have more than one declutterer?
Sure, but not on the same item.
Yeah.
Because by the time I'm talking to somebody, and the person has already paid, and I'm now informing you that, I've locked down a payment on this item, only for you to tell me that, sorry, I forgot to inform you yesterday, it has been picked. And what will I tell the person that I've paid? Is it that I will tell it? So such a thing.
So don't do that.
Such a thing. If it is okay.
People do that with houses. Yes. Some of these agents do that. So you've spoken to different agents, and no, you don't want to do that at all. Well, so let me not interrupt. You were saying something.
I was talking about the fact that you can have different decluttering for different items. Now, all my household appliances, I want to sell it. Let us see and do it. However, I have cars, I have computers, and I need somebody else to handle that for me. All well and good, but we handle all. I have a car presently for sale.
Nice. Really, really nice. Wow, thank you so much, Tosin. I don't know if you have a final word for people tonight. In case, if you have questions, please ask very quickly because we need to go now. I can't see any though. But what would you like to say to my viewers tonight about decluttering? I mean, just something final to them.
All right. Do decluttering every 6 months. You need it in your life.
Yeah.
You don't need to time you are relocating. Create space.
Yeah.
As in, let air flow into your house, your room, and then you'll be surprised. Things you don't really need that can fetch you money that somebody else needs.
Wow. Thank you so much, Tosin. Super, super, super grateful to you on behalf of everyone listening tonight. It's been a good one, very, very awesome one. So now, how do we get you if we need you?
Okay, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. Tosin_declutter.
Okay. All right, beautiful.
Then my telephone number can be shared online. If that is okay.
Well, I like that Instagram page. I mean, that's the easiest of it all. So they can just simply go there, send you a message, and then, you know, I like that. So I think even I would want to put it here. What did you say it is, please?
Tosin_declutter.
Okay, Tosin _ declutter, DECLUTTER. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. So that was Positive Care Support Foundation dropping it there for you. So Tosin_declutter.
Thank you.
So we'll reach out to you. Thank you so much, Tosin. And you know, one of the things that I love about you is so apart from the integrity, apart from your friendly nature, apart from the fact that that you love what you're doing, I actually really appreciate that you have taken your time to understand what you're doing. You understand how this works. I mean, I know you haven't done it for too long, but already looks like you've done it for so long. You know, I think it's something that I need to commend very seriously. Okay. And so thank you for being a blessing to people, helping people to get more money for themselves and helping them to be comfortable and helping them to be focused on what they should actually be focused on. All right. God bless you. Thank you so much for showing up tonight.
Thank you,
and God bless you and have a beautiful night. Thank you. So to everyone who's watching tonight, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining us on Relocating Right. I believe that this has really been a blessing to you, right? Because it has blessed me as a person. In fact, getting up from this place right now, I think I know one of the places in my house that I need to enter right now and start decluttering. Honestly, some of those things don't even just need to be there. We need to be able to sometimes just be a blessing to people. Just look into your wardrobe, look into your store, your kitchen, some of those items and things that we haven't used in a long time. truly, truly can be a blessing to people. Thank God. I mean, in my church, we do this. We have programs, shop for free, that gives us the opportunity to give every now and again. And then, we also have outreaches to orphanages. So there's always the other ways, apart from the fact that you may want to sell. So if you want to declutter, even if you're not traveling out of the country, you know who to call now. But sometimes it may just be you being a good Samaritan, okay, being a blessing to someone and just simply giving stuff to people. And the Bible says that God loves the cheerful giver. And I can tell you that when you give, he gives you back in return. So thank you, everyone. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday. And this time around, we're going to be with Pastor more. I mean, giving you a reason to live and to live a good life wherever you're located or wherever you're going to. Okay? All right. So look forward to seeing you on Sunday by the grace of God, 8 p.m. WAT. See you then. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like. All right. And don't
Nobody should be under pressure when it comes to making a decision about the place to live. My emphasis is always about information, especially when a man is going with his entire family. You have to find out about the city, find out about the country, find out about so many things that are necessary to or essential, to the comfort of your family. My name is Tulu Aladesomi and this is Relocating Right on YouTube. I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel so that you can get notifications and all that information that you need. From time to time, you get the opportunity to ask questions, and then you also get the opportunity to have some of those little details that will be most helpful to you on this trip. Let's go on this journey.